Hey there, good morning. Happy Tuesday to you on July 20th. It's a little bit after 10 my time, and welcome to this live stream. I go live here every single week, every single Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, which is really 10 o'clock Jamaica time, which is Eastern Standard Time, because we don't recognize daylight saving time here. But as you're joining me, let me know that you're here and go ahead and comment below with where you're joining me from and share with me what you do. I tend to and actually work with a lot of coaches, consultants, and various kinds of service providers. So I'd like to hear a little bit about the magic that you're creating in your world with your niche and your talents and expertise and gifts. So go ahead and comment below and let me know what that is. I am going to do some housekeeping because I'm a little bit late today because I was having a myriad of technical difficulties. So I'm going to check into the group and make sure that I am streaming there before I jump in with today's content, which, as you can see, is in the caption. Let me just say what that is so that you know that you're in the right place. I'm here today to talk about and share with you what I would tell my new or newer or stuck business owner self, right? If I could, if there was a way that I could go back in time and tell that business owner that's, me in my newer phase or in phases of my business where I was stuck. And I'm sharing that as a fun exercise and a fun live stream for persons who are watching this who may be in a position that I used to be. So you may be watching this and you may be a new or newer business owner, or you are watching this and you're in a place where you're stuck. This is the advice that I would give myself if I was in those positions right now. And it's with love and with great intention. So I want you to hopefully receive this as that person where I was not too long ago, and be able to benefit from what I share today. All right, I have 5 tips for you, but let me do this quick housekeeping item. Oops, see, things are acting funny. Okay, wait. All right, so it looks like I'm streaming. If you hear some background noise, my apologies. Okay. So again, go ahead and comment below and let me know where you're logging in from and what you do before we jump into the content this morning. Okay. Okay. Again, my apologies. I'm just trying to fix some things here behind the scenes as I was having some serious technical difficulties before. That was leaving me a little bit frustrated. Right now, the mouse that I'm using is my son's mouse. I think it's an issue with my mouse because it was closing the windows that I was opening, and every time I tried to go live, it closed that window as well. I don't know what was happening. So give me a minute. Oops. See, now it's okay. Oops. See, it's I don't know what's happening. Okay. Let me see if I can continue. All right, and so it's like split my windows and opened various. See, now I don't know where to find the window with today's live stream because it has all these other windows open as well. Okay, here we go, StreamYard. All right, so I'm back. Thank you for bearing with me, even as you're watching the replay. I hope you're taking this time to say hi in the comment section and let me know where you're logging in from and what you do. Also, not just for me, but also so the others in the group can learn more about you and your expertise. All right, so let me bring up my handy dandy notes if I can for today's live stream. So this is what I would tell my new or stuck business owner self, which may be new, maybe you rather, if you are new, if you are starting over, and if you are at a plateau in your business, right? And I've been talking to quite a few business owners, really having a lot of conversations intentionally over the past several weeks. I would say since the beginning of this summer. And the persons that I'm talking to are at various levels of their business, encountering various challenges, and I've been privileged to be able to share insight and words of advice and ideas with these business owners. I offered some free strategy sessions a few weeks ago, and quite a number of people took me up on that. I've been hosting some what I call Connect, Discuss, and Learn circles. And I'm hosting one today as well at 12 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. If you'd like to join us for that, go ahead and go into the events section of this group. Look for the heading, the event that says Connect, Discuss, and Learn Circle, and you'll see a form there to register. That form also has a couple of alternate times. So there's one being held today, and there's going to be one held on Thursday as well. So you're welcome to join. That's a free event. I've been doing surveys, all kinds of things to really connect with and learn more about you here, as my business, my company is in the business of helping business owners in various ways. And I want to make sure that I'm staying relevant and I'm helping you with really what can help you to get to that next level right now. So it's important to me to hear from you. It's important to me to know where you're stuck, so that I can provide value. So this what I'm providing today, the value that I'm providing today, I know is going to help quite a few people, because I've actually spoken to persons who are in this place, right? Either new or a little bit newer, right? Business in less has been in business for less than 2 years. Persons who feel like they're starting over. And by starting over, I mean that you are changing your niche, changing your approach, your offering, your branding. And there's somebody right now in my Visibility, Impact, and Profit Accelerator program that's in this place. And persons who feel like they're at a plateau, they're not bringing in and working with the number of clients that they have the capacity to work with, because they're simply just not enrolling those people into their programs, right? So I know that today's topic is on point. So join me and listen and learn from what I have to share. I hope you find it valuable. This is heart to heart, sage advice that I would share with myself, right? If I could turn back the wheels of time and go as the now Stephanie back to the one then. And if any of you can relate to these, if you're new, starting over, or at a plateau, I believe that you'll find this advice valuable as well. So the first thing that I would tell my newer in business, or tell myself at different points where I've been stuck in my business, right, is to be as clear as you possibly can on as to what your vision is, right? Without vision, the people perish, right? You want to be clear on what you're looking for, what you're wanting your business to look like a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, what you'd like your business to look like in the day-to-day. Just as I moved my phone, it ran. I'm gonna have to my apologies. Let me turn this off. Okay. Oh dear. The person is calling back. I'm trying to think what number that is. My apologies, because it may be important, but I'm gonna call that number. afterwards. Hopefully it doesn't ring again. All right, so number one is to be as clear as you possibly can on your vision, right? Know what you want your business to look like at various intervals, from short term to longer term, right? When you're clear on what your vision is, then it's easier for you to say yes to the things and the opportunities that can lead you closer to your vision, and no to the things that will take you off track, right? Because as business owners, we tend to get swayed and tempted by the bright, shiny objects that are usually in our way, right? When you are clear on your vision, you can easily be able to filter out the things that are not going to serve or support you, because it's getting caught up in the quagmire and of all the things that are available, all the courses, all the programs, all the launches, all the webinars, all the free stuff, all the paid stuff, is going to derail you and keep you further and further away from your goals. So know what your vision is from the start. Also, when you have to make those investments, right, to that will really call on you to step forward faith, you'll be able to make those decisions from a better place, knowing what your vision is, right? So be clear on your vision from the start if you're newer or starting out, or even starting over, or if you're at a point where you're stuck, right? Get clear on what your vision is when things start. Know that you will get out of being stuck, and get clear on what you want your vision to look like, how you want it to shape up once you get out of that place, right? Maybe you were going down a wrong path and that led you to a point where you're stuck. Once you get over that, what's your way forward? How are you going to move forward intentionally and in a way that really is going to serve and support the vision that you're working to create for your business and for your life, right? So that's the first thing that I would tell my newer or stuck self. All right. If you resonate with that, go ahead and comment below with the number 1, right? Okay, things are acting funny again. See, the mouse is jumping. I need to figure out what's going on. Okay, let's hope that I can move down without. Let me see. This is weird. Okay, so the second thing that I would encourage you to, that I would tell my newer self, right, or myself when I was in a place where I was stuck or starting over, is to find a way to invest in a mentor or a coach. And I say find a way because if you're watching this and you're stuck, quite likely you haven't been enrolling clients as you'd like to enroll them, and maybe you're at a place where you're in a financial crunch, right? So a new investment is going to seem counterintuitive, because you're taking monies from a pool that is non-existent or dwindling, and to put money out there again is going to seem really difficult, right? Really challenging, really scary, right? It's not going to be an easy thing to do, right? But and everybody's situation is unique. But I'm going to encourage you to find a way, right? If that means you have to take out a business loan or pull from funds that are there, but it's not a spend that you really had in the budget to make right now, and you'll leave the pool a little bit less full than you'd like. But making a business decision that makes sense to help your business move forward is something that you need to do as well. Then pull from those funds. Again, you have to know your own situation, but here's why I say to find a way to invest in a mentor or coach. Getting the support from a mentor or coach is the best way to get through the learning curve of moving forward in your business and bringing your vision into fruition. It's the best way of doing that quickly. There's a lot about running a business that you can pick up from life experiences, from corporate experiences, from past experiences, right? But there's a lot to running a business that you can't. There's a lot to running a business, especially in the coaching, consulting, or service-based type of business in the online space. If it's not something that you've done before or have a lot of experience in, then you're going to come up against stumbling blocks and things that you really don't know, right? You really don't know. You can't execute certain strategies because you literally don't know how to do it or what to do. Getting the support, instead of trying to say, oh, I'm going to figure this out, getting the support from a mentor or coach who has helped other clients through challenges that are similar to yours, has themselves executed, successful launches, will help you to get to the point where you'd like to be in your business much quickly. You're going to find yourself wasting a lot of time trying to figure things out. I've done that. And that's why if I could go back in time right now and tell my newer self or my stuck self some things that are going to save me some time, save me some money, even though I have to spend money, I would certainly give. This would be one of the, I've shared with you one piece already, so this is the second piece. This is right up there. It could tie for first place, right? Meaning the two things would be get clear on your vision and invest in a mentor or coach as number one, right? Because it's that important. Trying to figure things out on your own is going to have you waste a lot of time and even waste a lot of money, because there's certain expenses that you're still paying for and will continue to pay for even while your business is struggling. And the longer you struggle, the more money you'll be paying out. So you actually end up losing money, or the more, and you're also losing the opportunity of being able to get out of stuckness quickly, bring on more clients, and possibly even hire more team members to support you. If you stay for a long time in a place where you're stuck because you refuse to invest in mentoring or coaching, right? So if it's that you don't feel like the funds are there, really look into the various ways that you can raise those funds and find a way to make that investment, because it's a necessary one. There's certain key investments, key spends, key line items, key spending items that are necessary to keep your business running. And coaching and mentorship is one of them. Find a way to make it happen. Find a way to invest in coaching or mentoring. You don't have to go straight for the jugular and invest in the highest level program that's $30,000 a year just yet. But assess the opportunities in front of you, right? It may not come from a do-it-yourself course for $97 if you're looking to make big leaps in your business with powerful, lucrative launches, right? You may need a little bit more help than a $97 course will give you. But you probably won't need the help of, you probably don't necessarily need to go into a $30,000 investment, level investment either, right? So find a way to invest in a mentor or coach, right? So that's number two. If number two resonated with you, post that in the comment section below. Number three is you're not going to find the secret or the formula for achieving your client or income goals by signing up for everyone's launch and trying to reverse engineer it, dissect it, analyze it, and replicate it, right? You're not going to find the secret or formula from signing up for the launches that are being executed by your mentors. Rather, your people who are your competition, other people who seem to be doing well in their business. You're not going to find the answer just by signing up for their launches and watching what they do and saying, okay, let me just do that and then I'll be successful. It's not going to happen. That's my honest advice. There's a lot happening behind the scenes that you're not aware of, that you can't replicate because you don't know, as well as the audiences of your competitors or others who are having these what seems to be successful launches. Their audience is different from yours. And sometimes these coaches are doing a launch after doing several launches based on what they found to be true in terms of how their audience reacts to it. So a coach doing their 7th launch, and you're just now coming upon the 7th launch having not watched the first 6. Each time that they go to launch, they analyze the figures from the previous launch or launches, and they analyze the figures and activities and behaviors and click-through rates and all kinds of things. And then they'll say, come to the conclusion that, okay, we're going to do this launch this way because we found that whenever we did this thing, the audience responded to it. Or we're not going to do that thing again because the last, 2 or 3 times we did it, the audience did not respond favorably to it and we didn't hit our numbers. Let's try this way, right? So you could be watching a launch where they're trying new things that they're not sure is going to work, or they're doing things based on what didn't work the last time. And maybe what didn't work last time for them would have worked for another coach like you. But you don't know these things because you're not on the inside and you're not being mentored by that coach, right? So don't think that just by watching somebody's launches and, make sure you sign up for all the things and you put everything together and try to put it into practice in your business. That doesn't mean that you're going to succeed in your launch or hit the numbers that you want to hit, right? They're also testing each time. Everybody is testing every time they launch. It doesn't mean that any one thing or any one way or any one strategy is going to work all the time, even for that coach, or it doesn't mean it's going to work for you, right? So that's my advice. Do not try to sign up for everybody's launches and reverse engineer and dissect it and try to replicate it for your own launch, because it may, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to work because that's not your audience is different, and there's no foolproof way of doing these things. Everybody's testing. The best thing to do is to sign up to work with a coach and be guided by a coach who has executed several launches or gotten to the success that you would like to get to, and can help you to create a strategy that's just right for you and your audience, right? The next thing I want to share with you is that I would give in terms of advice that I would give to my newer self, is to focus on and implement revenue generating activities even before some of what seems like the necessary foundational things in your business. So some of the foundational things that many people do when they're going to start their business is to get a website, get a logo made, do some branding, right? Starting out on the quote unquote right way, and if you have a certain level of investment that you're putting into your start and you're ready to be off to the races, yes, spend the time on coming out with wonderful branding, beautiful websites, packages all made up, etc. You can start over or start fresh or start over, or if you're stuck and you want to get unstuck and you have money to invest, then by all means do those things. However, if you're newer and you're starting lean, or if you're stuck and you want to keep things lean, then let's see here. Ooh. Oh man, are you still with me? This is what I've been encountering. Oh dear. So now it has started a video that I didn't want to start. Now I can't. Let's see. StreamYard. I apologize, folks. I'm having major tech difficulties this morning. I just moved my mouse to see my notes better, and it closed my screen, put me on another page in Facebook, which I didn't open, and actually started playing a video in Facebook. Oh dear. I'm gonna have to see what's wrong with this computer in a bit. All right, so focus on your revenue generating activities even before what may seem like the necessary stuff, because a lot of times we spend time on these things thinking that we have to get them right and ignore the things that we need to be doing in order to bring on clients, especially if you're in a place where you're stuck. Now is not the time to fiddle with your website. You need to focus on revenue generating activities. So that includes top of mind, interacting with your audience, giving value, and booking sales calls. All right. And finally, final word of advice, should be the fifth one, that I would give my newer self or myself that's stuck, and I would give you if you're in this place, is to join or form a group of like-minded business owners who are also on track to growing their businesses, right? A group where you can either call it a mastermind group or an accountability group, right? Where you meet regularly and you share what you're working on, exchange ideas, and encourage each other. But I want to caution you even with this group, because you want it to be a group of people who are intentionally doing the things or focusing on the things that will move their businesses forward. If you're all stuck, none of you are investing in your business in terms of a coach or a mentor. It could just be a group where, as they, how they say misery loves company. It could just be a group where you guys are just sharing and talking about the woes that you're going through and not really making any real headway forward. So ideally, I have found from my experience that whenever it's a group of persons who are also invested in their businesses, right, in a coach or a mentor or a mastermind program or some other experience, as you should be, that it's more of a productive group, and it can be really powerful in terms of keeping you accountable, keeping you motivated, keeping you, giving you momentum and really inspiring action in your business. So be careful in terms of how you choose the members of this group if you decide to implement this. And like I said, I would encourage you to have it be a group of peers who are also investing in their businesses, right? So that's what I wanted to share with you as it relates to the things that I would do to, as words of advice that I would give my younger self, my rather newer in business self, or myself if I was stuck in business. And I hope that if you're in that place that you found value in this. Switching gears to my Visibility, Impact, and Profit Accelerator program. Visibility, Impact, and Profit Accelerator program, that is in launch mode right now. It's a 90-day container that's going to share with you the strategies that you need to learn to get more visible and seen as an expert. Build a list, right? Some serious lead generation strategies built to help you build a list of your targeted leads. And you're going to learn what it takes to nurture those leads and bring them into sales process or sales experiences, conversion experiences that will book them into your programs. And I'm going to be sharing that with you in terms of through a 4-module curriculum, as well as supporting you to implement through weekly calls, monthly challenges, 3 live expert trainings on branding, productivity, and mindset, and a private Facebook group where you'll have access to me between calls, and you'll be among your peers in that group who are also invested in their business and moving things forward. So I'd love for you to be a part of this if you're not already. I'm going to share the link here if I can. I'm just not going to do it now because my computer is still acting weird. But I'll share that after this live stream has ended. And if you have any questions after you view the page that's not already answered on the page, feel free to reach out to me in a private message or send me an email to info@stephanietreasure.com. We have a group that's already in there who are going after big things, and they're getting to know each other and already making some plans and taking action on the things that they want to do in their business for the next 90 days. And I'd love to have you join us as well. All right. I'm going to end the live stream here. I hope you found the value in this, and I'll see you soon. Now let's see if I can end this without incidents.